Hey everybody, I wanted to this is going to be a video about Uber and Lyft. I drive for Uber and Lyft periodically, and I wanted to give a little bit of my experiences and the way I made it make money for me. When I am driving, I do not drive daily. Also, I'm going to put my links down below for Uber and Lyft if you want to get started. I believe it hits us both with a small bonus after you've done so many drives. But it's not much. I want to say it's something like 25 bucks a pop. 25 for you, 25 for me, something like that. But every little bit helps. Help get you started, cover your gas, help keep me going and cover my gas. But what works for me, I live in Jacksonville, Florida. When I drive, I found the best times for me to drive, and I'm sure every city has these types of areas. It's generally, where I'm at, it's the higher end bar scene, and it's Jack's Beaches. I'll drive Friday and Saturday night when I do, and I'll make 150 a night. And what I love about it is you start the day out, like I'll start out somewhere between 4 and 5 in the afternoon, maybe as late as 6, and I'll start maybe in the Ponte Vedra area. For those that don't live in Jacksonville, well, not Ponte Vedra, Mandarin area, that kind of area. It's a little bit higher, a little bit step up economically. Generally at that time of day, what I'm getting is people going home from work, or if I'm really lucky, I'll get a ride request from Ponte Vedra to the Jacksonville airport. Now that's about, on normal conditions, that's maybe a 30-minute ride, 30 to 40-minute ride. Well, no, I'll say 30. But at that time of day, which is our busy driving time, rush hour time, it's like a 45-minute to an hour ride. And I'll make, generally when people from Ponte Vedra get a ride to the airport, they upgrade the type of ride they get. So they'll go with Uber or Lyft XL, or Uber, Lyft. I don't know if Lyft has an SUV level, but they'll go with like an Uber SUV level. Much better pay than your base Uber Black or just Lyft. But I digress. I'll make $75 on just that run, and I go until I make 150. Sometimes, like on days where I get that, I'll hit that $150 before 10 p.m. And that's great, because then Friday night, I'm done early enough to actually do something else with the rest of my night. Most of the time, I'm not that lucky though. Normally, it averages anywhere from 4 to 6 hours that I'll end up driving to make $150. Every once in a great while, I'll get a whole bunch of short rides that don't pay very much, and a lot of time in between them. So I could end up running for 12 hours. I've only had that happen once or twice in the months that I've been driving for Uber and Lyft. But those aren't fun nights. You start out before the sun goes down, and then you keep going after the sun comes up. That's not exactly how I want to spend my Friday or Saturday night. But I do what I got to do to make the money I need to make. Though right now, I'm having an issue with my transmission slipping. So it's been a minute since I've actually been able to drive. If I get enough interest in this video, I'll go into some of my stories, some of the things that I've had happen. I've never really had a super bad experience. I attribute that partly or in part to my own appearance. The beard and long hair definitely make it where I don't think as many people would want to try something that's not the greatest idea with me in the vehicle. And I don't come off, I come off as a man. And that's just who I am. It's not something I try to do or anything, but it's what I come off as. So I don't get a whole lot of people trying to mess with me. Now, saying that, I'm also not dumb. There are certain parts of town that I don't pick up in, like, period. Like, every town's gonna have these areas. For me, it's just north of downtown, that area in Jacksonville that's north of downtown. You guys from Jacksonville know what I'm talking about. They're around Shands, Gulf Fair, 8th Street, that area, I don't pick up in. If I have somebody, or what's the name of the road? Moncrief, I don't pick up there. If I have somebody that I'm dropping off in those areas, I shut the apps off until I get out of that area and back into my normal area of driving, because I personally don't feel safe there. That's just me. It is what it is. And some of my experiences that I have had, mostly good experiences with a couple of experiences. Like one night, I had a woman get in my car, or truck, SUV, whatever you want to call it, Nissan Pathfinder. And she was blasted. She was gone. I remember she sitting back there and it belched, and all I could smell was stale beer. I was like, oh man, nothing bad happened. There was one incident where we went about 45 minutes out of the way, and she's looking around. It's not my home. I swear to God, my heart just sank. I'm like, oh man, where do you live? I had to tell her too. It's like, look, I will make sure you get home. I promise you, I will make sure you get home. Just don't get sick in my truck. That's it. Just don't get sick in my SUV, and I will make sure you get home. I had another guy. This is really my only two. I had another guy, and if there's interest, I'll go into more information about it. The other gentleman, he was gone. He's another person that had just way too much to drink, and I had to carry him into his home. And that, like I said, if there's interest in these stories, things that I've got, hit me up. Let me know, comments down below, and I'll go ahead and I'll start sharing my experiences, my mostly good experiences driving Uber and Lyft, because most of my experiences have been good. Good conversations, good people. The only times I've been kind of iffy with them, and I didn't know at the time that I should have denied the ride request, was when people would have me pick up their kids from school and things like that, and it was just me and the minors. I had no idea at the time. I probably should have read the fine print a little bit more, but I should have denied those rides. Fortunately, they were quick, short rides. Mom was waiting for him at home. I guess she didn't have time to pick them up from on her way from home from work or whatever. I don't know. But Mom was waiting on them on their way when they got home, and I made sure they got home safe. Fortunately for them, it was me. So if there's any interest in more information on this, let me know down below in the comments. Hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell, so that way you make sure you get any other videos I put out. If you want to hear more, especially if you want to hear more, why wouldn't you? But yeah, thank you for sitting with me through this 10 minutes. Hope you guys, ladies, gals, whatever, hope y'all have a great afternoon, good night, good evening, whatever it happens to be, wherever you happen to be. And just be safe out there. If you're going to do this, be safe out there. And if you don't feel good about a ride, about picking somebody up, it's your car. Don't let them in it. If you don't feel good about it, if you get a weird vibe, whatever, there's always more money to make. So if you're not feeling good about the ride, don't let them in your vehicle. Y'all have a great one.